Good morning, folks. Welcome to our next exit. This video is going to be a little short video, and it's mostly to help out some of you guys that have bought the 1,000 Trails membership. We were visiting with a couple the other day, Don and Lynn from Texas, and they were up here at Rondout Park, headed up to Maine, and that's where we're headed. And we were going over their travel plans and the different parks they were going to stay at, and they were having a real issue on visualizing where all the 1,000 Trails were and putting together a nice cohesive travel route to get them from one part of the country to the next. And they're having to bounce back and forth between the 1,000 Trails website and their map and Google Maps, and they were just thinking there had to be a better way. And what we do is I've imported all the 1,000 Trails campgrounds into Google Maps, and so I can pull it up right there. I can measure the distances from each park, and we recently bought the Trails collection, so I imported that into the Google's map also. And if you stay tuned at the end of this, I'll put my email address, and if you want a copy of these two lists and you want to import them into your Google Maps, I'll email them to you, and it's a 30-second process to do this. So let me show you how it's done. You have to, I don't know if you all use Google Maps, but the way I get there, is kind of cheating. I've got I have Google Maps up here, dashboard, what they call it, and here's the different maps I've made. But if you don't have that, you can go to just a regular Google Maps and then click on the little button over here, and somewhere it'll be your places or your maps or something like that. So click on your places and then click on maps, and then at the bottom it says create map. So click on create map. Start out with the blank map here, and what you'll want to do is click import, and I'll send you these two files that you'll need. But you pull up your maps, and so I'm going to get Google Maps 1,000 Trails, and it's in a little Excel spreadsheet, and I put the campground name, the address, notes, groups, and what state it's in. I don't have groups is 1,000 Trails or Trails collection. Notes, I don't really use that, but I put it in there. Well, I do use it on the Trails collection, the parks that charge 20 bucks. I entered that in there. And some of the Trails collection are 55 or older parks, and I put that in there. But you can put any notes in there on the spreadsheet once you get it that you want, that you liked it or you didn't like it or whatever. So use all those, and then the column that you want for the title. So use campground name. And so it's pulling all that in, and then boom, we have all of our 1,000 Trails spots on your map. So let's go ahead and put in the Trails collections. You click add layer, and then we're going to import again, and this time Trails collection. And so I'll send you both of these maps. You'll have all of this, and as you can see, it just takes a minute to do it. For the name, again, is campground name. So now the blue ones are right now they're all blue. So let's take the 1,000 Trails and we'll make them green. So now we've got the green ones and for 1,000 Trails, and the blue ones for Encore. So if you just want to do 1,000 Trails, there's all your 1,000 Trails. If you just want to do none of them, there's just your Encore, and there's all of them. So we're here in Rondout, yeah. and we're headed up to Maine. And so right up in here, Moody Beach, I think. Moody Beach, that's where we're headed. And here's where we are, Rondout. So you're trying to figure out, where do I want to stay to get up there? You click over here on add directions. So it's got where we're at already filled in. If not, you'd enter that in. And so here's Rondout, probably over here. So that filled it into Sturbridge. And then up here to, I think we're going to go over here. So we're going to click Add Destination. Add Destination. Moody Beach. So click on step-by-step directions. That's 387 miles, 6 hours. So it gives you what you need to do it. And you can, if you want to do another trip and see $197 miles from Moody Beach to the Narrows 2 campground. So once you get your files all imported, you want to be sure and save your map and just give it whatever name you want to give it, and then it'll be there next time you go back. It'll be in you'll have to be signed in to Google Maps, and then just go sign into Google Maps and then click My Maps or My Places, whichever way yours is set up, and look for that name, and you'll have all your 1,000 trails and trails collection maps ready for your next use. You can save your routes. You can give it a new name whenever you save it. If you set up a route going somewhere, give it a new name, and you keep making new maps if you want to, or just use the same basic one. So hopefully that helps you a little bit on how to make you some travel routes and be a little more efficient and get to the campgrounds you want to get to. And if you want those two files, the trails collection, it's an Excel spreadsheet, and the 1,000 trails, here's what the files look like. So here, this is the 1,000 trails. It's all the campgrounds, the address, and then 1,000 trails, and the state. You can add anything to this. You can have hundreds of items in here, or you can make your own spreadsheet and if you got a lot of campgrounds, or put your relatives or your friends' addresses, and you could have that be a little dot you click. If you got questions, put them in the comments down below, and I'll see if I can answer them for you, or Google it. I'm sure Google will show you how to do it also. But you can add locations if you want to. You can add a whole new spreadsheet with a list of places that you like. So be sure and go to your 1,000 Trails homepage and look and make sure you have the right amount of campgrounds for each state, because it seems like some 1,000 Trails have a couple of extra parks, or a few parks, and maybe the trails collection. I had a hard time matching it all up. You notice if you click on here, it shows you the orange dots, or orange dots are the trails collection. So make sure all these orange dots ones are on your trails collection list, and all the ones with no dot here are on your 1,000 trails list. And add it if you need to, or subtract it if it's not on your list, so you're looking at the right locations. And I'll tell you what, I'll send you a third map that has everything, all three of them combined, so that way that list will be in the same order as this one, because this is alphabetical. So I'll do 1,000 trails, then I'll do a trails collection so you can separate them if you just want to look at one of them, and then I'll send you a third spreadsheet that has all three of them out in an alphabetical list by state, and you can easily check and add or remove any that's not in your membership. So I hope that helps. If you got some questions, let me know. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel if you're not subscribed, and keep the wheels rolling. Stay safe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you at the next exit. Bye bye.